Cartels here, cartels there. TV, news, even music. Always same bullshit.
Bloodthirsty Mexican drug cartels.
The Mexican drug cartels.
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 Carteles.
Cartels. Los carteles de la droga.
Cartel.
The cartel.
Estados Unidos no va a venir a México con los militares.
If Mexico wanted help with the cartels, we would be honored to go in and do it. I told her that.
Nos quieren colocar como si nosotros defendiéramos a los cárteles de la droga.
And she is so afraid of the cartels that she can't even think straight.
Por supuesto que no.
Uncle Enki show you dark side. Real truth, no bullshit.
Under the orders I signed today, we will also be designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
Hello, I'm Enki. People call me Uncle, so you can call me Uncle Enki. If you want to, of course. If no, it's fine. I'm not professional podcaster, not professional reporter, not professional influencer. I'm just regular guy, beer belly, cigar smoker, that body old guy. And please excuse my English. I am ESL. What's special about me? Nothing really. I'm just the guy your police uncle, dad, or cousin told you to stay away from. I cannot be open about who I really are, how I look, or what I do, because in this stage of my life, I want to continue that way, alive. And also the fifth, if you know what I say. So a counselor told me to say alleged to everything I say. Alleged is the word we will use very much here. So what's the purpose of video? Lately, I've seen many videos online about America's war on cartels, or more likely Trump's war on cartels. And a close friend of mine come to me and ask me what I think about it. I've given so many opinions about it that they recommend me to make YouTube videos, so here I am. I'm not professional video maker, so if I make mistake, sorry, hope you like it and stay along. So, all videos I've seen in YouTube and media only portray two images of the same side of story. First, public image outlined by media through journalists, interviews, and research. Two, government image that is fed to people as they like and see fit, covering up what is convenient for them and celebrating hollow victories, and sometimes good victories too. I've seen many specialists talk about the subject. Many are very good, many not so good, and many are just plain making things up. Not gonna say names, I'm no snitch. But most of them are in the good side, the light side, the law side. And that is not the complete picture. They are just providing you different perspectives of the same side of coin. Not bad, but not real either. I've seen ex-cops like Ed Calderon, great one, respected commander.
I'm from Mexico, grew up in Tijuana. Then I went on to work for the government in Mexico.
What's up, Ed? How are you, man?
Great.
Thanks for coming here, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you for extending the invitation.
That
Ed.
is so hot right now.
But he's still a cop. He may be from Tijuana, but he was a cop. He was no bad guy. He is good guy. Serious PTSD, but good guy nonetheless. Chris Capeluto.
Hello everyone, I'm Chris Cappy.
Folks, I got Chris Cappy in the house. 11 Bravo. So Chris, it's great to have you on the podcast.
It's great to be here.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Cappy, for friends and family, ex-military, and journalist. He has great military videos and visited Ukraine. Fun guy, but he likes to clickbait a lot. I don't like that. And even talk to Jesus. He titles a video about current situation, but the content is pure history. It's like inviting you to have fresh cooked food and giving you a 3-year frozen pizza. Terrible. I like the guy, I don't like that. Johnny Mitchell.
Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Johnny Mitchell. I am a stand-up comedian, podcaster, and former drug trafficker.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant, and today we are joined by a nice and charming... Give it up for Johnny Mitchell, everybody!
He's legit. He know how things work American side. Not a cop. He got arrested for trafficking and he paid his debt. He's a weird breed daywalker nightcrawler. He wants to report reality and even went to Mexico with Ed Calderon to roll with real special operators and interviewed real Mexican sicarios.
Adios.
Oh, so sorry. Wrong clip. That is Disney version. This is real one. This guy is crazy. Respect. I recommend him a lot. He even interviewed Gaffe 423. Katrina Schultz.
Because this will be the first time that Mexico will see. I'm Katarina Schultz.
Canadian reporter with soul-piercing eyes, deployed in Mexico. There are many things I like about her. She's passionate, brave, and unafraid to talk about what she's investigating. She has done good interviews that I've enjoyed, like the one with Cartel member. That is a really good one. She has appeared in major podcasts like Cleared Hot, Borderlands.
Welcome to Borderland. My next guest right here is Katarina Schultz.
Julian Duray.
Katarina, that is a hell of a way to spell the last name Schultz.
And even Sean Ryan.
Katarina Schultz.
Sean Ryan.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Man, you are getting some, amazing content.
I had my reservations with her, but she's growing in me. I love her PSA and that she's out hunting for the truth. Not for the money or fame, but sheer fucking truth.
You do this at great personal risk. You're only 24 years old. How worried are you about your safety doing this kind of work?
She's a young talent, and I'm hopeful she won't sell out to mainstream media. Good girl. And last one I mentioned is Gaffe 423.
There's a friend of mine in Mexico, and he's basically the Mexican Sean Ryan. Gaffe 423 is his handle, and he interviews like cartel members and people from that life.
Oof.
And
do they wear masks or something?
Yeah.
Hey, ¿qué tal, banda? ¿Cómo se encuentran? Los saluda su compa el Gaffe 423.
Compa el Gaffe 423. Los saluda su compa el Gaffe 423.
No one knows his real name, and most of you haven't heard about him either. He is Mexican. Gaffe 423 is an ex-special forces from Mexico's military. He worked many years fighting cartels in Mexico war on drugs. He has been in podcasts with Ed Calderon and Johnny Mitchell, and also Mexican people. If the things you think you know about cartels scare you, this guy saw shit. Strong shit. He knows the dark side of cartel war, and now that he's retired, he spends his life interviewing all bad guys he can find. It's fucking nuts. It's like if Sean Ryan retired and then would interview Osama bin Laden, or Ben Shapiro would interview Adolf Hitler or Heinrich Himmler. It's insane, but at least he's willing to go deep into darkness to find truth. If you are really interested in topic, these guys are the best you can get on the law side. And if you want to go deeper, practice your Spanish with Gaffe. Just avoid Cappy's frozen food, the rest is fine. There are other content farmers, but this video is not about them, it's about you. It's about trying to shed light into the other side of coin, or rather, showing you the side of coin that doesn't receive light, the dark side of coin. So here I am. I will try to provide you an insight of how allegedly this works, without getting myself Epstein, Clintoned, stewed, or taken to involuntary trip. You know, I like my head where it goes and my guts inside of me. I've always had my head above my shoulders
That's cold.
And I wanted to stay there. So, let's hit it off. Before getting into the subject, I need to explain something. My videos will include a lot of content in Spanish, but it will be subtitled. I know many people don't like to read, but it's important to keep it as original as possible. Because when you dub it into English, much of the essence of the original message is lost. Or as the Joker would say,
do you want to know why I use subtitles? Dubs are too quick. You can't savor all the little emotions. You see, in their eyes and voice, people show you who they really are. The intention behind the words, the look in their eyes, and the tone in their voice, the anger, the lies, the real shit that dubbing just watered down like bad vodka. I know you're gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna have to try and enjoy it even more.
So I hope you like it and find it useful, or at least entertaining. Very good, let's carry on. First, we need to understand the current definition of cartel. Everybody believes that they know what cartel is, but definition comes from either movies, media, TV shows, podcast, ChatGPT Grok, your cousin Pedro, Jose the weed dealer, Mario the food truck taco cook that always talks about Michoacan, or Donald Trump and his team. Now, I need to stop there. This is small disclaimer. This is not political video. This is not anti-Trump video, and of course, this is not anti-America video. So please don't even try. Trump is great leader, and I won't dive into that in this video, but we'll do in another one. Let's carry on. Where I was, oh yes. What is the current public perception of what cartel is? When Mr. Trump started his campaign, he said that he would designate cartels as FTOs.
I will designate the major cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
That he would erase them from the face of earth.
Furthermore, I will order the Department of Defense to make appropriate use of special forces, cyber warfare, and other overt and covert actions to inflict maximum damage on cartel leadership, infrastructure, and operations.
And that he would make fighting drugs in America one of his priorities, along human smuggling and illegal immigration. But he was not first to talk about this. Congressman Don Crenshaw had already proposed this, and he gave message to cartels on 2022.
Last week, I introduced legislation to declare war on the cartels, to give the government the tools needed to go after them and hunt them down, and sanction anyone who aids and abets them. They don't fear us, and that needs to change.
Senator John Kennedy was heavily criticized in Mexico for his energetic message to Mexican President Obrador and demanding actions to be taken against cartel terrorism.
Now let me ask you a fourth time. If President Lopez Obrador, and I'd appreciate an answer, if President Lopez Obrador invited the American military and our law enforcement personnel to come into Mexico and work with his, we could stop the cartels, couldn't we?
I believe, Senator, that we can stop the cartels.
Okay, have you made that suggestion to President Biden?
If I could, I believe that we can stop the cartels by...
Have you made that suggestion to President Biden?
Senator, I have been very vocal in the whole of government setting on the importance of fentanyl and all of us using every single effort and authority that we have.
Why hasn't President Biden done it? I mean, this is the way the American people, whose sons and daughters are dying, look at it. Our economy is $23 trillion. Mexico's economy is $1.3 trillion. Ours is 18 times bigger. We buy $400 billion every year from Mexico. Without the people of America, Mexico, figuratively speaking, would be eating cat food out of a can and living in a tent behind an outback. So why don't you and the president, embarrassing no one, get on the phone and call President Lopez Obrador and make him a deal he can't refuse to allow our military and our law enforcement officials to go into Mexico and work with his to stop the cartels. Why don't you do that?
And J.D. Vance, when he was senator, also talked about cartel designation as FTOs.
We've got two countries that we know. It's China and Mexico. Yep. Basically. They're not cooperating with us. Okay? Exactly. The Chinese are actively not cooperating with us anymore. And the Mexicans lie to us. AMLO, his bullets, whatever, hugs not bullets, has been a failure. You want to go with you want to make these cartels terrorist organizations. I want to instead of just, I mean, right now we're treating them as international criminal syndicates. So one step away.
I want to empower the President of the United States, whether that's a Democrat or Republican, to use the power of the U.S. military to go after these drug cartels. Here's the real problem.
Similar to what we did in Colombia?
If we have to, absolutely. Here's the real problem.
Even Ed Calderon talked about this on the Joe Rogan Experience. Mentioned it again in Sean Ryan's show, and even mentioned it in other podcasts.
So Sicario 2 comes out, and it's basically the United States declaring the cartels a terrorist organization, you know? And I saw that, and I was like, Usually fiction kind of has a way of influencing reality further on the line, you know? So you see Sicario 2, and then, you know, we're gonna terrorist. Trump now says they're thinking about declaring the cartels as a terrorist organization. That's pretty interesting, mainly because realistically, Mexico has been calling them terrorists forever.
It was like 5 months?
Yeah,
something like that.
A lot of the stuff we talked about those 5 months ago, that's how things progressed. We actually did mention the Mormon communities down there, which was kind of eerie.
Yeah.
And we talked about the possible designation of cartels as terrorist terror groups.
They're afraid of the word, the designation. They're afraid of the terrorist designation. That's something that puts fear in them.
Okay.
That's something we thought. I thought it was coming after that family was murdered on the border. American massacre. They were American nationals.
Yeah.
They were American, and also they were women and children.
Yeah.
I thought that was coming. I heard the designation. I heard the pressure coming on.
He said once that he predicted it, but come on. The writing was on the wall, and it was very clear. Maybe in small letters, but it was damn clear. On 2023, many political figures started working in giving shape to the proposal for terrorist designation, but it was until 2024 that Donald Trump integrated it into his presidential campaign. How did Mexican politicians receive it? It was deemed preposterous, unreal, and Trump was qualified by Mexican politicians as racist, fascist, and crazy.
Dice Donald Trump, ha estado manifestando que van a sacar a los delincuentes. De por sí es un tipo arrogante, es un tipo sobrado, es conocido por su rudeza en sus maneras, inclusive físicas. Vieron lo que le hizo a Macron ahora que fue a la reapertura de Notre Dame. Es majadero, es macho de estos a la antigua así, ¿no? Es difícil en su trato personal, prepotente, y con esta visión muy fascista, es pues muy peligroso el juego que está jugando.
Nunca nuestra nación había sufrido tanta agresión como con este presidente norteamericano. Nunca nuestra nación se vio sometida a tanto acoso, a esta embestida tan brutal en contra de México. Tenemos que estar unidos.
Tener a Donald Trump de presidente de Estados Unidos va a implicar 4 años de temporada de huracanes.
they didn't pay much attention as they were all confident that Kamala Harris was going to win the election. Mexican media in 2024 started to feed the population an anti-Trump narrative.
Cuando vemos la sintomatología de Donald Trump, en donde 225 psiquiatras que se atreven a publicar un desplegado en donde señalan la patología del personaje Trump, más allá de lo que dicen los especialistas en psiquiatría, está lo que ves todo el tiempo, que es un agresor sexual, que es un hombre mitómano, que es un hombre profundamente racista, que se cree infalible, y entonces uno dice, ¿cómo es posible que la mayoría del electorado de los Estados Unidos haya votado por este personaje?
Por lo que su comportamiento ha sido objeto de más de 120 estudios científicos. La información, aquí se la presentamos.
De acuerdo con este ejercicio, el también magnate tiene un alto sentido de grandiosidad y una falta de empatía enorme. Además, busca la admiración de los demás. El mandatario es denominado como un hombre extrovertido y de altos riesgos, por lo que a decir de Ostrowski es un hombre maquiavélico, al buscar su objetivo sin importar el medio para lograrlo. Pero eso no es todo, pues el estudio reveló que Trump es manipulador, pues sus métodos de negociación priorizan el efecto y después la causa. Es decir, primero busca amagar a sus contrapartes para debilitarlos y al final lograr una negociación a su favor. Por si esto fuera poco, Donald Trump es calificado como un hombre misógino y racista. Al buscar ser el centro de atención en cualquier situación, además le cuesta reconocer errores, no le gusta perder y aprovecha los micrófonos para ofender a toda aquella mujer que cuestione su actuar.
But we're not just running against Kamala. She means nothing, actually.
The Mexican populace soon found itself flooded with scornful media portrayals of Trump, saying, Trump bad, Trump eats children, he hates tacos, Trump will send Mexican immigrants to the moon, he is Nazi, Trump Hitler, Trump Mussolini, many lies, Trump Russian, Trump Putin lover, and worst of all, Trump prefers taco bowls than real tacos. That last one was actually true, the rest, all bullshit. But unbeknownst to most American people, the Mexican population actually liked the idea of Trump taking action. Many Mexicans are tired of the violence and openly cheer the idea of someone taking the situation seriously. Civilians are tired of rampant crime in Mexico. All of the terror and killing, all the massacres, they are tired to be living on fear all the time. So it was fascinating to see that someone in USA was interested in really doing something about it. And since we all saw the Avengers, we knew America always saves the world. At least it is what we were taught, in movies of course.
Assemble.
So, in 2024, Trump wins elections and politicians in Mexico start to shake. Things are about to change and they don't like it. And you would ask why they don't like it. How can they be affected by this designation? Do they have interest in this issue? Maybe. Let's carry on. On January 20, 2025, Mr. Trump signs order designating cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. On February 20, becomes effective. Finally, the fan is turned on and the shit gets a breeze. Everyone in the dark side of the coin is paying attention. We all know change is coming, and with change, new challenges, risks, danger, and also opportunities. Allegedly, one night I was requested to attend meeting on secure location. Phone ring on my secure line. It was past 2 a.m. Cold outside. Voice says,
Enki, you know about Trump's FTO thing?
I warned you 1 year ago. I researched much, I know. He asked,
Lena, oh, okay, very well. How sure are you?
And I say,
I am not uncertain.
I really didn't say that, but sounds pretty cool. Anyways, he told me to grab as much information I can.
Grab as much information you can. You are presenting in an hour.
I hated it. Had no time to do PowerPoint presentation. Quickly get out of bed, put my jeans, boots, grab my laptop, and headed out, and light up a cigar. The place was a well-lit meeting room, like if it was a corporate office. Usually, people think that this kind of meetings happen in dark places with lots of smoke, bottles of tequila, women, and armed men. No, those are Netflix shows and Telemundo novelas. This is real life. And in a violent world, some men like to be civil. I was prepared for only 2 people, maybe 3, but I had to do presentation for a wide audience. And then I noticed, no one really believed this could happen. Even when the letters on the wall were now big, bright and clear, they were all caught off guard. Everyone was worried but didn't want to show it off. They wanted to act tough. After presentation, people started to make jokes about Afghanistan, Al-Qaeda, and Iraq, until one boss stopped it. You better start taking this seriously, gentlemen, because Mr. Enki here is a serious person.
He's been talking about this for a long time and no one believed him, and now has happened. So you either get serious or the clown will carry you.
This is Mexican slang for something bad will happen to you. After that, my phone became popular. I started receiving more calls with questions, doubts, people asking me for advice on money handling and counseling. I started to receive more invitations to carne asadas, pedas, and comidas con la familia. You know, food with family. And there is a soft spot in my heart or stomach for good steaks and tequila. Problem starts when our friends in the other side, Mexican Americans, whoa, wait. Nobody in Mexico really likes that. It's dumb. Let's skip. Our friends start to see videos on YouTube about USA invading Mexico.
We will destroy all cartels and skin their people alive.
They get pretty scared, restless, and this is bad. Very, very bad. Nervous people make mistakes, so I get asked to gather them and get them straightened up, clear their doubts and calm them down. For me, the best way to provide calm to someone is through a high dose of honest truth. Where there is uncertainty, there is chaos. And the only way to provide certainty is with information. But I don't know what has these people rattled, so I do investigation and find these American videos of American invasion into Mexico. And that's how I find out of all this nonsense. Our Mexican-American friends were watching fake invasion propaganda. Videos like how America will send special forces to obliterate the cartels, how bodies will stack up, special forces sent to end cartels. Other video, wipe them out, Trump war with Mexican cartels. Even Mr. PVD got into the bandwagon. Other CIA's secret war plan leaked. Mexican cartels are doomed. And Mexican cartels versus US military. Who would win? And many more. All those videos don't have backbone. Creators don't provide truth, just attach military videos, AI-generated images of cartels, and lack real insight. They are just farming YouTube for internet likes and money-grabbing clickbait. They feed lies to people that really want to know what is happening. Unresponsible barrel liquor warmongers that love to make fear porn. Lying about situation doesn't help anyone. It keeps everybody in the shadows and only favors those who know what is really happening. Once I talked to these Mexican-American guys, they were able to perform at their job better because they knew what is going on and what was going to happen if they were ignorant or negligent in their day-to-day way to behave. But even with training, they weren't able to escape the new Trump administration. Currently, most of them are in jail and some of them got carried by the clown. Today, I regret what I did and recognize the need for America to be the beacon of truth and justice it has been for years. But that is a story for another time. It's important to consider the regular civilian who gets into social media to find out what is really going on and only receives a shit salad and bullshit pizza, sold as steak and wine. Meanwhile, I will try to tell you from the other side of coin, allegedly, how things really work and what lies beneath the public mask of what you think a cartel is. We will just take it step by step. It's a big steak to swallow whole on a bite. Until then, like, subscribe, or the clown will carry you.